Hey guys, math 8. I'm so tired, but we gotta do this. Come on now. Slope from 2 points, slope from linear slope from equation, slope intercept intro, graphing. All right, this is like key stuff here. All right, you need to pay attention when you go to algebra 1. You're ready to go. So this time, with its slope from 2 points, let's focus in on the slope formula. I know in my last video I was doing the subtraction. Let's focus in on the slope formula, because here's what we can do. We got the 2 points, so we just write x, y, x, y. We can do that, right? So x, y, x, y. And then put 1, 1, 2, 2. Not exponents, but tiny numbers on the bottom of the variable. It's called a subscript. And then, see, this is our x1, so that's going to go in where you see x1. So we're going to put, draw a fraction, I'm going to put that -1 there. The minuses are part of the formula. All right, and then sometimes the numbers are negative, and then we have, so x2, what is x2? Is 3, so we put a 3 there. What is y2? Y2 is -4, so put -4. And then what goes here? Y1, which is 8. I have it all set up. Now I'm just going to clean it up. What's -4 minus 8? 2 negatives. So you add them together and your answer is negative. It's -12. 2 negatives in a row uninterrupted, make a plus sign. All right, so this is just 3 plus 1, which is 4. So that's 4. What's -12 divided by 4 is -3. I mean, did you know when you learn integers how often you would see them? What would you tell your 7th grade self? Would you say, you need to learn the integers? You know, I would have said that. All right, so use the slope formula. Be careful with your negatives or you will get it wrong, like Mr. Fields has done many a time. And, you know, practice. Now, the slope of a line. Wait. Oh, hey, whoa. I got it. Yay, raise the roof. All right. So now slope from an equation. Now, I don't know why they have it like this. I didn't show you slope intercept form first. All right. So slope intercept form is how you find the slope of an equation. Slope intercept is y equals mx plus b. All right, so this is a way that we write the equation of a line so that we know where it starts, the y-intercept, and we know how steep it is, the slope. The slope is the coefficient of x, and the constant term is the y-intercept. And this is only when the equation is y equals, okay? So, and then if they try to fool you, you know, 3 minus 4x, and then you can rewrite it as -4x plus 3, right? So that it looks like this. Now we can see they look the same. So -4 is the slope, and 3 is the y-intercept, right? So what's our y-intercept? 3. So it'd be 0, 3, because we know at the x-intercept, the y is 0. At the y-intercept, the x is 0. And I'm right. All right. So if the equation is not in slope-intercept form, which is this, then we need to get into slope-intercept form. So we can move the terms around just like we do when we're solving equations. We only want the y to be on the left. Y on left only. And then you're in slope-intercept form. So let's just move the terms. That'd be negative 8x on that side, right? Moving it over the line, change the sign. And then to get y only, what do I have to do with that -6? You may be saying, I don't know. You may be saying add. But if you are saying divide, then you're correct. Divide by -6 and it goes away. But then I also have to divide by -6 on this term and this term. I need to divide everything by -6. And then two negatives cancel out, and that's 8/6. And then 1 and -6. And so I'm going to put that just like this. And I'll put that negative sign out front. And I don't even need to write plus because it's a minus. Oh my goodness, don't forget to write the x, Mr. Field. And then so 8/6 reduces. What does it reduce to? 4/3. Right? Divide the top and the bottom by 2. So 4/3, which is right here. Ta-da! All right, now, last one. Graphing and slope-intercept form. Okay. So, when we have slope-intercept form, we, number one, put a point at y-intercept. Number two, use the slope to get second point. How do you do that? Well, if the slope is positive, the slope is positive or the slope is negative, right? So if the slope is positive, then you go up and right, or you could go down and left. So that are your two choices. You know, you're going to make it a fraction if we don't have a fraction for the slope. And we're either going to go up and right or down and left using that fraction. If the slope is negative, then we would go down and right, or we would go up and left. So when I start doing that, I'm going to do two examples here. Okay, so the slope is -1. You see that right here, the negative sign? So I'm going to write it as -1/1. So that it's a fraction. Always make your slopes into fractions. So now we know the slope is negative. So I'm going to go down and right. That means I'm going to go down 1 and the numerator is 1. So I'm going to go right 1. Okay, but that's when I get to the slope. The first step is to put a point at the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is -6. So I'm going to take this point and put it at -6. And then this point right here, I'm going to take in from that y-intercept, I'm going to go down 1 and right 1. So right there, down 1, right 1. Ta-da. Okay, so then let's do this one a little faster. We got the y-intercept is -4. I'm going to put a point in -4. And the slope is 2/3. Hopefully you have that chart in your notes. So we're going to go, it's a positive slope. So I'm going to go up and right. So I'm going to go up to, from the y-intercept, you go up to, it should be up, my goodness, and then right 3. So now this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's up 2, right 3. Got it. All right, guys, so do your best and put those questions in the organizer today, and then we'll be ready to go.